Hello kids, this is Nabaat, and we are going to tell you kids stories. Today I've brought a German folktale called the Golden Goose, and we're going to narrate it for you. The author is always anonymous because that's a folktale, so we don't know who the author is, but I found the story a little bit interesting. So are you ready? Okay, I will have my China about now. Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Do you want to say hi?
No.
No, you're okay. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can have the rest of it. Okay, let's go. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village surrounded by dark forests and rolling green hills, there lived a poor woodcutter and his 3 sons. The eldest 2 sons were strong and proud, always showing off their skills with an axe. The youngest son, however, was small, quiet, and not very strong. Because of this, his brothers often made fun of him and called him Simpleton.
You are too weak to chop wood,
The eldest brother would say.
you are too foolish to do anything important.
The second brother would laugh. Their father, tired of the teasing, sighed and said,
Enough! If you don't work together, we will have no food to eat. Tomorrow, one of you...
I think he died.
"No, he'll die. He's wise. Come on."
Don't die. Finish.
One of you must go into the forest to chop wood.
The eldest son, eager to prove himself, said,
I will go first, father. I am the strongest.
and so the next morning he took an axe and a small loaf of bread and marched into the forest. As the eldest son walked through the towering trees, he came across a small, frail old man with a long, white beard. The man looked hungry and tired. "Good day, young man," the old man said. "I have not eaten in days. Would you share some of your bread with me?" The eldest son scoffed.
Why should I waste my food on a weak old beggar? I need it for myself.
The old man frowned but said nothing. He simply nodded and disappeared into the shadows. The eldest son continued walking and soon reached a large tree. He lifted his axe, ready to swing, but before he could, his arms froze. No matter how hard he tried, he could not move his hands. He stood there, unable to move, until night fell. By morning, he had to return home, empty-handed and humiliated. The next day, the second son laughed at his brother and said,
You are weak. Let me show you how it's done.
With his axe and a fresh loaf of bread, he set off into the forest. Soon he too met the same old man. "Good day, young man," the old man said. Would you be kind enough to share some bread with me? The second brother snorted.
Why should I give my food to you? Find your own bread.
The old man sighed and disappeared once again. Like his brother before him, the second son found a large tree and lifted his axe, but suddenly his legs locked together. He wobbled and fell straight to the ground, stuck in place. Helpless, he lay there all night and had to return home in shame the next morning. The father sighed and shook his head.
We have no more food left. If we don't cut wood, we will starve.
The youngest son, Simpleton, stepped forward.
Father, let me go. Maybe I will have better luck.
His brothers laughed.
You will fall even worse than we did.
But Simpleton ignored them. He took his axe and a tiny piece of bread, all the food they had left, and walked into the forest. Soon he met the same old man, who looked even hungrier than before. Simpleton smiled.
Sir, I have only a little bread, but I would be happy to share it with you.
The old man's eye twinkled with kindness. He took the bread and ate happily. "Thank you, my boy," he said. "Because you have a good heart, I will reward you. Go to that big tree over there and cut it down. Inside, you will find something special." Simpleton nodded and hurried over to the tree. Tree, of course. He swung his axe, and unlike his brothers, he had no trouble at all. The tree fell, and inside his trunk he saw something shining like the sun. It was a beautiful golden goose. Yeah, the golden goose. He didn't have a goose, so he used it. Simpleton gently picked up the golden goose. You're interrupting the sound, I guess. The microphone is there.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. You should be sorry. I shouldn't be sorry.
No. You're the tree. This was in you.
I'm not the tree.
You are.
I'm the narrator.
No, you're the tree. He was stuck in you.
Okay. Oh, it was stuck in the tree. Okay.
Yeah. So you're
can
the
make, we
tree.
can make it stuck like here, for example. I don't know, somewhere else. Somewhere the microphone is not there.
That seems like a better place.
Simpleton gently picked up the golden goose and decided to take it home. Along the way, he stopped at a small inn for the night. The innkeeper had 3 daughters, and when they saw the golden goose, their eyes filled with greed.
If I could have just one golden feather, I would be rich,
said the eldest daughter. She reached out to pluck a feather, but the moment she touched the goose, her fingers stuck fast to its feathers. The second daughter laughed.
You are foolish,
She said.
Let me do it.
She grabbed her sister's arm to pull her away, but now she was stuck too. The third dollar, seeing her sisters frozen in place, shouted,
You two.
She's a bit stopped.
Okay, come on, you two.
You two are ridiculous. Let me fix this.
She grabbed the second sister's hand, and of course, she got a stock too. The next morning, Simpleton picked up the goose and continued walking, with the three sisters still stuck behind him. Along the road, a priest saw them and shouted, "What nonsense is this? Let go of each other at once!" But when the priest tried to separate them, he got stuck too. Next, a farmer saw the ridiculous sight and ran over to help, only to get stuck as well. Then a soldier came marching by, demanding, "What is going on here?" He grabbed the farmer's arm and stuck fast. There's the soldier. Have you seen the soldier? Yeah. By the time Simpleton reached the next town, he had a long line of people stuck behind him, like a human train. Now, in this very town, there was a princess who had never laughed in her life. The king was desperate and promised whoever can make my daughter laugh will win her hand in marriage. Simpleton arrived at the place. Simpleton arrived. It's too late. It's too late to write the story.
It's actually the perfect time.
Simpleton arrived at the palace gates with his ridiculous parade of stock people. When the princess looked out her window and saw the goose leading a chain of flailing, panicked people, she burst into laughter. For the very first time in her life. The king was overjoyed. "You have done the impossible," he said. "You shall marry my daughter." And so, Simpleton became a prince. Not because of strength or riches, but because of his kindness and good heart. As for his greedy brothers, well, they never laughed again. Because the story teaches us that kindness is more valuable than greed or pride or strength or anything else. And try to sleep as soon as possible.
Yes, you guessed right. That's my take.
Of course it is. See you on the next video.
Brings two.
See you on the next video.
He brings two for himself.
Video is over.
I have
No
a
discussion.
secret, you know? I heart the Simpleton.
Session dismissed.